arms. If it looks like I'm cold right now, it's because I am. It is cold today, so I'm like... Anyway, let's start with the real intro. Hey guys, I'm Nana, and today I have a book haul for you. Book haul! Yeah, I'm super excited. These are books that I've accumulated over the past few months. Either I've bought them, or they were sent to me by the publisher, or I got them from work. The first one is Oil on Water by Helon Habila. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I am going to look that up. This one I picked up for Read Soul Lit, which is organized by Dee from Frenchy D, and I will link her channel and all the info down below. Basically, she's gathered a bunch of people to do a series of videos for Black History Month, and it is awesome, and I'm discovering new people and learning lots, so you should definitely check that out. And I told her that I would do a video, so I needed to pick up some reading material, and this is one of them. In this story, the wife of a British oil executive is kidnapped, and these two journalists go in search of her. This takes place in Nigeria, and they are trying to follow the trail of the kidnappers and see exactly what happened. So I'm currently reading this, and you should be hearing me talk more about this in a video soon. The next one I picked up is Dracula by Bram Stoker. I'm sure you know what this is all about. I talked to Holly about Buddy reading this, so I am slowly reading it, but because I've been reading other things for Read Soul Lit, I am quite behind, but Holly's already done. But I'm working on it. Slowly but surely, and when this is finished, I'm looking forward to talking to her about that. The next one is an arc that I received from the publisher, and it is called The Well by Katherine and Chanter, and this sounds like a post-apocalyptic sort of deal. There's this drought that takes over the country, and there's only one source of water left, basically, and it's called The Well. So I don't know too much about this, but it does sound interesting, and I want to get to it at some point. The next book is a book that I got from work, and it is Radiance of Tomorrow by Ishmael Beah. So Ishmael Beah has another book called A Long Way Gone, Memoirs of a Boy Soldier, and I've heard really good things about that, and it sounds really interesting. So I wanted to read that one too, but this is his second book, which is a novel. It's about two men who return to their hometown after Civil War, and everything's kind of been destroyed, and they try to pick up the pieces of their old life and their old lives and start over. So I want to read this book, I want to read his other book. Yeah. This next book is another one I got from work, and it is Flappers by Judith Mackrell, and it's about the lives of 6 women living in the 1920s, including Josephine Baker, Tallulah Bankhead, Zelda Fitzgerald, and I just love that time period. I just love stories set in that time period, and I want to learn more about it, so I've been thinking about reading this book for a while, and finally I was like, let me get the physical copy in case I want to pick it up one day. So I think this will be really interesting. The last one that I snagged from work is Hild by Nicola Griffith. I've heard really great things about this. So it's about a young girl in the Middle Ages who becomes a very important figure, and I think she has to deal with politics and intrigue and war. From what I've heard, she's a strong female character, and she kind of takes charge, and she's intelligent, and I'm all about that. This has been on my TBR for a while, and now I have the physical copy. The next one was a Christmas present for my best friend, and it's Voyager by Gabaldon, and this is the 3rd book in the Outlander series. So after I read Outlander, I was like, you need to read this book right now, which is pretty much what I said to everyone. So she got hooked on the series, and she's ahead of me now. She's on to the 3rd book. Well, I still have to read the 2nd one, but she got me the 3rd one as a Christmas present, so now I have the 2nd one and the 3rd one waiting for me. This is another one that came in the mail recently, and I love the cover of this, and it is Single, Carefree, and Mellow by Katherine and Heiney. And this is a collection of short stories that are supposed to be funny and well written, and I'm not usually a short story kind of gal, but I've heard that these are humorous, so I figure if I'm gonna like any short story, it'll be a funny one. And I'm excited to check this out because, I mean, gonna be honest here, the cover, I'm totally into the cover, so it makes me want to pick it up that much more. This next one is another arc that I received from the publisher, and it's I Am Radar by Larsen? Reif? I'm gonna go with the Reif, but I'm also gonna look it up. I'll read you the first sentence at the back because that's about as much as I know. In 1975, a black child named Radar Radmanovic is mysteriously born to white parents. Interesting. So I think this follows him for a lot of his life, and it seems to span different countries and time periods, and it just seems kind of like a big novel with lots going on. So I'm curious about this one. Last but not least, we have a book that you've already heard me talk about, and that is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I listened to the audiobook when it first came out, and I just had to have the physical copy. So on Cyber Monday, I want to say, Amazon was doing like a 30% off or something, so I got this book for like $10, which I think is really good. I haven't flipped through this yet, but I'm excited to, and I just had to own it because, I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I touched it many times in the bookstore, and now I have my own copy, so yay! Alright, I've gone through my pile of books as quickly as I could. I am currently reading Dracula, and I'm also reading Oil on Water for Read So Lit. So those are the ones I'm focusing on right now. And then I think I want to try and pick up another book for Read So Lit. So I'm not quite sure when I'll get to these, but I do own them now, so whenever I want to pick them up, here they are. If you've read any of these, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, or if any of them sound interesting to you, or if you've read other books by the same authors that I mentioned. Tell me whatever you want to tell me in the comments. If you like this video, I'd love for you to give this a thumbs up and or subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to talk to me elsewhere, I'm on Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram. I will leave all of my links down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!